Welcome everyone to the Moisky News for April 28th, 2020. Before we start, I'm very sorry there wasn't a video yesterday. I just wasn't feeling it. I do apologise. However, we're back on it today. We're going to be talking about something that was trending over the weekend on Twitter that led to a number of videos, none of which I've watched because I don't want to be drawn in on the speculation aspect, in favour of mocking what it was until facts come out. On Twitter, the hashtag was Jong Un Dead, in caps, because we really need to emphasise when Porky Bay is dead. Understandably, Twitter took this, as they always do, super serially, by memeing the living feck out of it, and of course talking about how if he is dead, they would all do his sister. Which does raise the rather interesting point that North Korea could, if he was or is deceased, would have a female leader before Labour. At time of recording, there is no proof that Kim Jong-un is dead, so we do have to wait for facts to come out. There are reports from South Korea saying he is not. There are reports that have been leaked from North Korea that say he is or he is in a vegetative state or he is just simply brain dead. One can argue the last one is applicable regardless of his living or not. There are reports from the US saying he is not. Others in the US saying he is. Until he is seen in public, which is where an issue arises, no one can say for certain. The rumour is that the glorious, immortal Bay of all leaders needed a new processor because his i5 was on the fritz. But the Intel engineer installing it had a case of epilepsy in his hand and may have botched or boomered the update. This, rumour has it, has placed Porky Bay in a kind of permanent stasis, kind of like the Emperor of Mankind. Oof. The question now is, how will Porky Bay pull through to take photos in front of food that he will always eat because the people of North Korea don't get to eat? They can smile for photos with him, but they know if they don't smile right, they won't smile again. How will Porky Bay buy all the best swag, which would include his seafood diet? And is it possible now, because of this, that the Intel engineer, regardless of the outcome, whether he lived or not, will be made to disappear via, let's say, a vastly more imaginative way than he has ever done before? So the dogs, the SAM sites can all go away. That Intel engineer can be bibbed. I guess we'll find out next week on Porky Bay Street. In the United Kingdom, for the most part, there are very few articles covering this. And that's because no one cares in the UK really about Kim Jong-un beyond, if he has died, mocking him for dying. Because he's a really bad person, and he must be mocked and made to feel like an idiot by the rest of the world. The claim is because of the botch in the heart operation that he is in a vegetative state. If this is true, this would then be cemented by the Chinese medics who are going there now, or have already gone there, to assess him. However, based on China's own track record for being public with information, one can safely surmise they're not going to tell us a thing, and it is equally likely that we won't find out for a few more months. Cause, courtesy of some reports, it is claimed that what had happened was, he, while in the countryside of his very beautiful, resplendent amazeballs country, simply clutched his chest and collapsed. Again though, no definitive proof of this. And I will say, for the sake of it, because obviously you've seen the memes on the screen, because of that Twitter thread, yeah. Twitter's amazing. Others have said because of his luxury train, which is arguably about as good as any British train, just with a nicer coat of paint. Because the train has not moved from his private station, which is near his palace, near the coastal resort of Wonsan, US spies believe that this may or may not determine whether or not he is or is not alive. Again, I won't be drawn in on the speculation about Porky Bay's status, but I will keep you updated if he does in fact pull through. Many, of course, will not want him to, but do we know anything about his sister who will take over from him if he is not? Ideally, people need someone they can, in some manner, influence, short of just invading North Korea, which would be utterly reckless. But I'm sure someone's already considered that and thought, yeah, Porky Bay's not getting away though. With this, I'm very much interested to know what you think, so please do let me know in the comments down below.